hockey stream on episode 442 of the VIG Lounge, where the Vegas Golden Knights travel to Delta Center to take on the Mammoth for a second time in a week. Will we be able to come away with another win, or will the Mammoth run us over and gore us with those tusks? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With the housekeeping items out of the way, let's jump right in to the Golden Knights and Mammoth. Some NHL 26 action here on the VIG Lounge. What is going on here? I don't have the actual score for some reason. I don't understand why that is. That is absolutely bizarre. I've never come across this before, and I don't like it. I don't know how much time's in the period. I don't know how many shots and goal I have. But either way, let's see if we can do something with it. The returning Mark Stone! He scores! What a gorgeous goal! Welcome back, Stoney! 1-0 Golden Knights! Oh, what a beautiful breakaway goal. I really have to take a look at this for settings. I don't know what is going on with this, so I apologize that I gotta play around with it, but I honestly don't know what the heck happened here. This is just absolutely bizarre. Okay, that's great. I don't give a shit about any of this. X Factor, okay. Goalie camera, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I don't know what exactly is going on here. Yeah, I want that back on. Authentic. That is bizarre. I don't know why it isn't showing up. Maybe it will now. Let's see. There we go. Okay, I don't know what was going on there because it said it was on authentic. But either way, the Golden Knights with their first shot on goal, and they make it 1-0 in light of my technical issues. Here's Mark Stone. He's in again. Shoots. Rebound. Knocked away to the corner. Can you imagine that if the Golden Knights went 2 for 2 with Mark Stone? And we're tied at 1. Nate Schmidt, a former Golden Knight and Stanley Cup champion with the Florida Panthers, has tied it at 1. And Schmidt had no chance on that one. And both teams have actually scored on their first shot. I mean, I wonder how often that's happened. Now Korzak looks to dump it in. Collected along the wall by Dorofeev. Dorofeev lost the puck, got it back, got a rebound chance. And Vejmelka holds on. Chance of let's go Utah. And why not with that goaltending display? My word. Karel Vejmelka. Got post to post and knocked it away with a pad. 16:05 to go here in the first. Golden Knights and Mammoth tied at 1. Both on breakaway goals, both on each team's respective first shot. Dorofeev with a chance and a save made again. As this is a grudge match again for one reason or another. Different divisions, but they are in relatively close proximity to one another, from my understanding. Even though I was more of a Canadian geography student than American. Shot deflects off of Hurdle. The rebound's there, and Schmidt is able to turn to the side. Puck's now carried in by Ben Hutton. He will crisscross with Hurdle. Stop off in the right wing circle, flings one, and Vejmelka holds on down low with 13:26 to go in the first. Now we're taking a look at the handiwork of Akira Schmid. He doesn't have a post-to-post zone ability. He doesn't have any zone ability, but he's done quite well as the backup for the Knights. I know I was asked a question about, from one of my subscribers, the wonderfully engaging Rays Always, about whether or not I'd be using Carter Hart or whether he's a part of my roster yet, and he's not. I feel like I'm too far into the season to restart it, so I'm going to go with the tandem that we started with and stick with Akira Schmid and Aiden Hill. And I think that's honestly for the best because Hart's not able to play until December, so. Also, I don't know, I'm a little leery about the whole Carter Hart thing, but he was proven innocent, or at least not guilty, so there's that. But that's all I'm going to say on it. And we'll just act like running without him. Now Braden McNabb trying to get it up, and he did, but it's a little too far. And there's icing because apparently nobody can accept the pass in this game. Still tied at 1. As we're winding down here on the opening frame. Beautiful pass to the left side, and Son will dump it in. Collected along the wall by Carlson. He pops out, and Vejmelka makes the save. That shot deflects wide. Behind the Golden Knights net. Korzak gets it up to his D partner McNabb, who joins the rush. Not really known for that, but he can fire it, and he does. Vejmelka with a save, 7:39 to go in the opening frame in a grudge match that I wasn't expecting to be a grudge match, but here we are. Because I believe the first game between these two was not a grudge match. Was against Anaheim. And another draw won by the Mammoth. Why am I not surprised? Hurdle with some bumps. Lozon. Cross now to Coghlan. Oh my God, I said I was going to change the number and I didn't do it. I'm a hypocrite. Shot by Marner! And somehow, some way, couldn't put the rebound past Karel Vejmelka as he came out to challenge. Puck's carried back in now by Pavel Dorofeev. Tomas Hertl setting himself up at the front of the net. Dorofeev couldn't get a shot away. Lozon with a big hit. Cross to Coghlan. Now up the left wing side to Pavel Dorofeev. Dorofeev. Knocked off the puck. Regathers. Fires and a pad save. And Vejmelka will hang on once again as he's stopped 9 of 10 so far. As we take a look at Jeremy Lozon's carnage. Sending Clayton Keller to the ice. White Cloud. Tried to get it out. Behind the Golden Knights net for Tanev. Great save by Schmid on the chance generated by Brandon Tanev. AKA Turbo. And a save made Schmid on one of Utah's best chances as we're down to the final minute of the first. And Colton Sissons responds for the Knights. And aside from that opening goal, first shot from either team, the goaltenders have stood up quite well. in this matchup between non-division rivals, but conference rivals at least. And Stone tried to get one last shot away, but it got blocked off. We are, as we started, tied, but 1-1 after 20 minutes. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 11-5 in favor of the VGK. Hits are a bit closer, 8-6. And, of course, Utah dummied Golden Knights in the face-off dot, but that is to be expected at this point. And let's see if things change in the first or in the second. Maybe we could break things open. Maybe there will be some penalties. Who knows? 20 minutes down, 40 minutes to go. Let's see what this middle period has in store, shall we? And Utah wins the opening draw of the second. But Barbashev collects for the Golden Knights. Barbashev trying to find a lane, and he does! Save made Vejmelka. Carcone carries it out for Utah. That shot deflects wide. Really trying to work the Golden Knights defense. And in turn, Akira Schmid from behind the Golden Knights net. Stone is in with a shot. And Eichel settles it down. Eichel cuts across, denied! As this first line looks to go to work again. Now it's Korzak. Off the pad of the Utah netminder. Carcone goes flying. And Utah is able to come away with the puck still somehow. Korzak definitely throwing his weight around. Braden McNabb. Beautiful one-touch pass up to Dorofeev. Dorofeev tries to create some space for himself. Cuts around to the front of the net. He lost the puck. But Hertl had a great chance. Carcone out again. And Kerfoot with an opportunity that went off the pad of Akira Schmid and wide. Golden Knights look to regroup. But they give the puck away because apparently blind guys can't pass. Now it's Hertl who looks to carry in for VGK. Hertl flung one, and Vejmelka is able to pounce on that with 13:01 remaining here in the second. As somebody's looking to break the deadlock. Here's a highlight of Braden McNabb. He will do a lot of that. Huge shoulder check right along the boards. As we highlight the goaltending matchup. Karel Vejmelka and Akira Schmid, both goalies, only surrendering one goal, each on the first shot they faced. White Cloud a drive. He was able to sneak in. Had a great opportunity. Now it's Saad. That shot deflects wide. White Cloud jumps up and he scores! Every White Cloud has a silver lining! And the Golden Knights lead it 2-1. All generated by that first shot by Saad, and then White Cloud appeared out of nowhere and is able to put it in far side on Vejmelka. With 12:09 to go here in the second. Shot deflects. Up the right side to Carlson. Carlson looks to stop up. He'll shoot. Pad save Vejmelka. And it's a giveaway to Smith. Riley Smith trying to survey his options. Finds Ben Hutton. He lets it go. And Vejmelka had to pounce on that and be ready for it with 9:21 remaining in the second. My word. Golden Knights certainly are coming in waves. And two right-hand shots beat them so far. Mark Stone in his first game back from injury. And Zach Whitecloud to give the Golden Knights a 2-1 lead. Now up to Lauzon. Lauzon's throwing his weight around. Oh, now he gets knocked down. Back to the blue line. Let's it go! And a save made. Jeremy Lauzon looks to get another hit going. Looking around the net. Up to Jack Eichel. Oh, man, Jack Eichel got absolutely leveled. He's apparently okay, thankfully. A lot of hits on both sides. Now Barbashev with a bump. Free things up for Eichel. Gets it to McNabb. Knocked off the stick. Caden Korzak. To Dorofia. Now to Hurdle. Hurdle. Got a shot away, even though Sergachev was in front to try and block it. Now McNabb. And Dorofia with a great defensive play. Trying to get that pass in, but was unable to do so, and that's going to be an icing as DeSimone touches up. 2:34 to go here in the second period. Set. Yeah, Mikhail Sergachev. Now we're looking to highlight Sean Durzi. Not sure what zone ability he has, but they do hand them out like candy this year. And I'm not saying Durzi's a bad defenseman, but I mean, everybody and their dog has some sort of zone ability this year. Shot by Marner, and Vejmelka makes the save. Barrett Hayton had it and lost it. Korzak. Fed up and across. Carried in now by Smith. Riley Smith lets it go, and Vejmelka will hang on to that and get a whistle. 2-1 Golden Knights. Last game was 2-0. So we're not expecting another high-scoring affair, obviously. Thanks to Karel Vejmelka. Shot by Smith, and Vejmelka will swallow that one as well. 5.7 to go. As the Golden Knights are looking to try to get one more goal before the Horde. As we're serenaded with Turnstile, which I might have to correct once it goes up to YouTube. We'll have to see. 1.8 to go here in the second. As the Golden Knights have a 1-goal lead, it's 2-1, courtesy of Zach Whitecloud. And that'll do it for 2 periods of play. VGK lead it 2-1 after 40. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 25-7 in favor of the Golden Knights. Really clamping down defensively. Shots on goal, hits 23-8 in favor of the VGK as well. Passing percentage is very close. Face-offs, not so much. But we did win a couple of them, so that's good. See if the Golden Knights can extend their lead, or will Utah make things interesting when we head to the third here on the VIG Lounge. Period 3 coming up shortly. Golden Knights and Mammoth. Battle for it. Collected by Korzak. And up the left wing side to Barbashev. Barbashev trying to cut around to the front. And Vejmelka will gather that before any damage can be done. That's my camera. USB cord there was kind of in an awkward spot, so I had to move it. Sorry about that. Give you a break from my ugly mug. If I was a beer, a mug you don't want to chug. Shot behind McNabb. Held by Vejmelka. Shot save made by Akira Schmid. Puck carried in now by Kozak. He'll let it go, and a pad. Got that one for Vejmelka. 16:56 to go. Still early stages of the third period. The Golden Knights have a one-goal lead and are looking for more. Who knows if they'll find it? Huge hit by Eichel. And now Carcone carries out for Utah. Kozak said that's enough of that. As McNabb goes around his own zone. Beautiful pass to Eichel. Eichel tried a little stick move, but that stick handle didn't work. Now Eichel's on the right wing side. Switches to the backhand, denied. Now Dorofeev has it. Out to the blue line. Eichel with a chance in front, and Vejmelka was ready for that. 14:15 remaining. Here's the Golden Knights are struggling to put another one past Vejmelka. I mean, they're okay for now because they do have a lead, but you don't want the team to hang around if you can help it. Hurdle wins that draw. Now it's Whitecloud for another chance, and Vejmelka had that one. Marner pinned against the boards. And Schmaltz brings it out for the Mammoth. Up the right wing side to Marner. Gets around, score! What a beauty! Viva Mitch Marner! Viva Mitch Marner! What a beautiful goal for his 19th of the year. How you do? See you later. Whoop. What a beautiful breakaway goal. And Andre Tournier could just stand there and fold his arms in disgust. (3-1) Vegas. They wanted that insurance goal and they got it. Carried in now by Marner again. He'll shoot. Denied off the pad of Vejmelka. I guess the secret is getting a breakaway because the shot volume thing doesn't seem to work so well. Pass out in front, save Schmid. Pass across and carried in now by Tomas Hurdle. Hurdle. Drifting, shooting, and a save off of Coghlan. There's another defenseman that jumped up in the rush. Nearly halfway through this third period. We will be in 14 seconds. Golden Knights extend their lead to 2. Carlson won it back to Coghlan. Coghlan had it knocked off his stick. Regathered by Carlson. He'll cut to the net off the pad. And a one-timer gets its way through. And Vejmelka will hang on. Here's the Golden Knights' upcoming schedule. We've got a bit of home cooking. Next on the chopping block is the Ottawa Senators. And I will have that for you, of course. 9:10 to go here in the third as the Golden Knights look to add to their 2-goal lead. Utah has other ideas, though. Beautiful passing play, but Schmid said not today. And he will hang on. Golden Knights heavily out shooting their Mammoth, 34-11, but that was a great save by Akira Schmid on the give and go, which results in an offensive zone for the Mammoth. which I will undoubtedly lose, and I did. Puck sent all the way down and collected along the wall by Riley Smith. He cuts in front, he scores! Mr. Smith puts the Golden Knights up by 3. It's 4-1. Does a little flyby and just tucks it in far side. 7:20 to go. Golden Knights have gotten more goals this time, and it was definitely needed. Golden Knights have broken this game open somewhat here in the third. Jack Eichel. Marner made that defenseman a victim, number 57 for the Mammoth. I'm sorry, I'm just not sure who that is. I'm going to say DeSimone, but I don't know. Riley Smith with his chances tonight. And there's Riley Smith collecting it along the wall. Just a little flyby and whee! Ooh, ice cream bars. Oh my goodness, huge hit. Puck's given away. Carried in now by Ivan Barbashev. Knocked off his stick. Barbashev hits the ice. Stone. Cut it up to Eichel. Eichel. Cuts back. Pad save. Pad save Vejmelka. And those wheels are shut down. Jeremy Lauzon has it. Pinned against the boards. Pass across now to Marner. Marner carries in. Backhand! That shot went wide. Look, it went off a stick and got deflected. Tried to set up the one-timer. And here's Lawson Crouse. As we're down to the final minute here in the third, Golden Knights have broke this one open and are looking for more still. Couldn't get that shot away. Hutton gains the red line as he's got time, dumps it in. Collected along the wall by Howden. Howden cuts to the front, denied by Vejmelka. Crashing and banging into each other along the boards here. As the Golden Knights look to get it out, Kolasar will do just that. Regathered along the wall by Howden. He tried to shoot it, but lost it. And that's how we'll end things, though. Slap the porpoise. This one's over. The Vegas Golden Knights with a huge 4-1 win as they go 2-0 against the Mammoth this season and won't see them again until Vegas, I believe in March. Don't quote me on that. It could also be February. But I believe it is sometime in 2026. If the great Dave Gosher said what I remember him saying on the previous game against Utah. So we shall have to wait and see. But be that as it may, the VGK have themselves a big 4-1 win. Partially due to that man, Riley Smith, putting up the fourth goal of the game. And let's take one last look at the stats before we wrap things up, shall we? Shots on goal, 38-17 in favor of the VGK. That's kind of neat. Hits 39-18, so +1 for each. And, of course, Utah dominated the faceoffs, but, again, that's nothing new around here. Vegas won where it mattered. No penalties to speak of in this game, of course. That just seems to be a theme for some reason. But be it as it may, the VGK with a huge 4-1 win, as I had said previously. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of the VIG Lounge. I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer 1987. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a marvelous Monday, everybody.